find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Pickett will look to throw it here. Completes this one to Pickens. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A gain there of 21 yards. They run with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Pickett nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, the offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened
under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Boswell's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Corral. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Corral with it, 1st down here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Corral. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long, Corral. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Here's Austin. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's something that they had an open look beyond the first down marker towards the receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now they send them back to the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Pickett. That one caught by Carter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, landed Collins.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll run with Harris. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
First down. Here's Corral with it. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Corral. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Corral, another throw coming. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Harris. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Corral, 3rd and 2. Open man is Uzomah. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action, Corral. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run forward the decision to go, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
On second down, here's Corral.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third and goal. Here's Corral.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers. C.J. Uzomah, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. So
7 yards for the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
Buying time to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it in their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things broke down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Pickett.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now.
Washington has scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. On the play fake, Corral.
And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 29,
Corral. That caught by Trimble. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Corral now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
3rd down, Corral. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Murray going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down here.
He's got it. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Fourth down. Here's Corral.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Here's Pickett.
Rolling to his right.
He's got Pickens complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Pickett to throw.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
make everything get completed in front.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Here's Corral. He's going to look deep for more. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Xavier Woods with a pick, and the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Yeah, so